Don't choke Gabby like you did yesterday, Gabby.
This is what American track superstar Gabby Thomas heard as she studied for a women's 100-meter dash over the weekend.
Melissa got married this year, got a black husband. Gabby got a white guy. I want Melissa to win.
This video from a Philadelphia competition posted on X. The user posting, quote, "I made Gabby lose by heckling her, and it made my parlay win."
You a choke artist.
The user, who hasn't been publicly identified, also posting screenshots of his FanDuel parlay winnings, showing he made nearly $700 in part by betting on Thomas's competitor, Melissa Jefferson Wooden. A second post shows a confrontation at the event between him and Thomas.
Huh? You know what I'm doing here? I support track and field. You going down, Gabby.
Thomas firing back at the heckler on X, saying, quote, "This grown man followed me around the track as I took pictures and signed autographs for fans, mostly children, shouting personal insults, something the poster denies."
What she said on the tweet was an absolute lie. It was done for sympathy.
Also posting this video showing him doing the same heckling at the men's event.
The biggest hater in track and field. Remember that.
The person who posted these videos claims that his heckling led to him winning a bet. Is that legal?
There's no exact law that prevents a fan from interfering in a way to make it criminal, right? But likely whatever platform that he's making the bet on in contractually in their terms of service does not allow you to interfere and then bet on it. So that is likely a civil violation.
Sports betting in the U.S. has seen rapid growth, reaching a record $13.7 billion in total revenue in 2024. That's up from $11 billion the year before. But some athletes say bettors are taking things too far.
Threatening to find my kids and murder them is a little bit tough to deal with.
Houston Astros pitcher Lance McCullers says his family received online death threats after a loss last month. Houston police now say those threats came from an overseas bettor who lost money on the game. And last year, a study from multiple tennis organizations found that angry gamblers were behind 12,000 abusive social media posts against tennis players.
There is a difference between what is criminal and what is legal, and then what different stadiums or associations might allow.
Former Olympian Michael Johnson, who founded the track league, lent his public support for Thomas on X, adding, quote, "We are working to identify the individual involved and will take appropriate action as necessary. Despicable behavior like this will not be tolerated," while Grand Slam track promises a full investigation.
Marissa Parra joins us tonight here on Top Story. So, Marissa, look, people may be upset with what they saw and heard in that story, but technically, heckling is a form of protected free speech under the First Amendment. But in this case, that spectator could still face consequences. Why?
Absolutely. So it could potentially come in different ways, Tom. Depending on that investigation that we talked about at the very end of that piece there, we're very aware that Grand Slam is going to be looking into any and all possible avenues here to take appropriate action as necessary. But we also are curious to hear back from FanDuel, who we did reach out to, Tom, to get a sense of, did this violate the terms of service? What kind of action would they take? And we reached out to them. We haven't heard back yet, but we do know, according to the terms of service, they say you can't attempt to influence the play in any way, especially if you're involved in betting. So, Tom, remains to be seen. Does this fall into that criteria? We hope to hear back with an answer soon.
All right, Marissa Parra and her team reading the fine print there. Marissa, we appreciate it.